Today we're diving deep into the pros and cons and the most honest tech review you'll see on YouTube. Today's spotlight is on the Segway Ninebot Max G30 electric scooter. Will it really make city commuting easy? Let's find out. When I decided to buy the Segway Ninebot Max G30, I was desperately hoping to get away from one of the things I enjoy the least: traffic and public transport. I've always loved being the boss of my own time. But honestly, spending valuable minutes every single day waiting for a bus, hunting for parking, or dealing with gridlock was wearing me out. That's why, when I discovered this long-range scooter, I didn't hesitate for long. Now, after several months of using it daily, I can give you the full, detailed rundown, and I can tell you, it has completely changed how I move around the city. My daily commute is about 12 kilometers, 7.5 miles, round trip, with some steep hills and bumpy streets. The specs promise up to 65 kilometers, 40 miles, of range on the Ninebot Max G30, so I knew I was more than covered. From day one, I noticed the scooter had serious power, even on inclines where I thought it might struggle. It can handle gradients of up to 20%, which is critical on my route, and the Ninebot has never once lost momentum. Plus, its 10-inch tires and 19 kilograms, 42 pounds, weight give it incredible stability. A must-have for safely navigating traffic. To be honest, one thing that surprised me was not having to recharge it every day. I no longer have that anxiety of constantly watching the battery indicator, which I definitely had with lower capacity models. One feature I think is genius is the combination of its powerful rear motor and the tubeless pneumatic tires. Before using it, I was worried about how it would handle my city's potholes and cobblestone streets. But it turns out the tires absorb most of the bumps, and the motor provides constant, smooth acceleration. This means no sudden jerks or uncomfortable vibrations. You just glide along safely and smoothly. The result is a comfortable trip without the teeth chattering I used to experience with solid tire scooters. The Ninebot Max G30 boasts a range of up to 65 kilometers, which is more than enough for several days of use in my case. When the battery eventually dies, it fully recharges in about 6 hours. And the best part is the charger is integrated into the base. You just need a standard cable, no need to lug around a heavy power brick. But what I love most is how it adapts to my pace. It has 3 riding modes: Eco, Drive, and Sport, that adjust speed and battery consumption. On days when I'm not in a rush, I use Eco mode and maximize my range. This is not only practical, but also helps preserve the battery's lifespan. While I'm no tech expert, I appreciate how easy it is to manage this scooter with the Segway Ninebot app. It connects via Bluetooth. From my phone, I can lock the motor, turn on the lights, check trip statistics, and update the firmware. Sure, it doesn't connect to the internet like some more advanced vehicles, but for my daily routine, it's more than enough. The app lets me control its status and feel more secure. One of the things I value most is how little effort I have to put into maintenance. Cleaning it is easy, and it's water resistant with an IPX5 rating. Maintenance basically boils down to checking the tire pressure occasionally. They also have an anti-puncture self-sealing gel, and checking the brakes. Compared to what my old scooter demanded, it's a radical change. Noise was a problem with my old scooter, especially on cold starts. The Ninebot Max G30 is virtually silent. I can leave home early in the morning without waking anyone up. Operating at around 50 to 60 decibels, it's barely a whisper. As for safety, it comes with a highly effective dual braking system, front drum brake and rear regenerative electric brake, plus integrated LED lights and a bell. This gives me peace of mind, both for me and for pedestrians around me. In my experience, one of the biggest wins for the Ninebot Max G30 is its incredible range autonomy. I no longer have to stress about planning every charge. I've also been impressed by its robustness and build quality. It genuinely feels like a vehicle made to last. Maintenance is minimal, just keeping an eye on the tires, which makes daily use super easy. Another aspect I really appreciate is its silent operation. I can move through the city without creating noise pollution. Plus, the mobile app control is very practical for managing its security and settings. While I'm thrilled with the scooter, I've also found a few points I think are important to mention. For example, its weight. nearly 19 kilograms or 42 pounds, makes it impractical for carrying up stairs to an apartment without an elevator or for combining with public transport. It's a scooter meant for the whole journey. Another detail is the lack of suspension, which means that on very rough ground, despite the good tires, you definitely feel the vibrations. I've also noticed the front drum brake requires periodic adjustment to maintain its effectiveness. Add to this the cost. While maintenance is simple, an out-of-warranty repair for the battery or motor could be expensive. Finally, the real-world range can vary. While it's theoretically 65 kilometers in sport mode and climbing hills, a realistic figure is closer to 45 to 50 kilometers, 28 to 31 miles. Do I recommend it? Definitely, yes. The Ninebot Max G30 has transformed my routine, and more importantly, my free time. I no longer have to dedicate hours to traffic, worry about parking, or be governed by public transport schedules. My commutes are faster, cheaper, and more fun, and I get to enjoy more time for other activities. It's true that the initial investment is considerable, and there are details like the weight or the lack of suspension that could be improved. However, for someone like me who was looking for a reliable, long-range partner for urban mobility, this scooter has exceeded my expectations. That's all for today, mobility lovers. If you enjoyed this review and want to keep fueling your passion for innovation, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments. I'd love to know what you think about this product or what other scooter you'd like me to test out. And if you liked the video, smash that like button. Until next time, keep rolling.